Hey team, I am live here and it's titled, I'm struggling, I'm quitting, and you guys are thinking, what the heck is she talking about, right? But I wanted to go live today and talk with you all because I get this all too often. I get messages of, I'm struggling, I just don't think I can do this, I'm gonna quit, and you know what? I struggle too. I don't know why people think successful people don't struggle, but we struggle more. But the difference is we don't focus on those struggles. We push through them. If you're wanting to be successful in anything, your fitness goals, your business goals, your personal goals, life, you are going to struggle. And here's the truth of the matter. I would rather struggle through going after making changes and living the life of my dreams than struggle remaining the same. And what I mean by that is, most people are going to struggle through life remaining the same. And when they make those easy choices, when they don't do the workout, because it's really easy not to do your workout, when they don't eat well, because it's really easy to eat all the crap food, your life is going to become hard. When you make easy choices, decisions, time after time, the compound effect will come into play and your life will become hard. When you make those hard decisions, when you eat well, when you do your workout when you don't feel like it, when you struggle and you push through, your life will become easy. I didn't get where I am today because it was easy. I got here because I pushed through when it got hard. And part of that is it's going to be hard. Often, a lot of times, most of the time it's mindset. If you're having a bad mindset, do more personal development. But I also wanted to give you guys some action items today because a lot of times I have people come to me. We were on a live Q&A last night and Lindsay actually asked a question about how she had people who had said yes to her and weren't following through. But here's the thing. I haven't seen Lindsay post until like a week or two ago in over a year. I haven't seen her post. If I don't see you being active, that means your followers aren't seeing you being active either. And they want somebody that's going to be consistent. I have been at this for 5 years. I have messages in my inbox right now from people who have been following me for 4 years. People want to see someone that is going to be there in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years. If you have one foot out the door and you're kind of like, maybe I'll try this, I'll give it a shot, people aren't going to say yes to you. They need a coach that's going to be there, that's going to be consistent, that's going to struggle and overcome, that's not going to give up when times get hard. Because they need a leader. They need someone they can follow. And they can't follow you if you always have that mindset of giving up when it gets tough, because it's going to get tough. You're going to have tough months. Hi, Sarah. So I wanted to ask you guys a few questions right now about things that you're doing in your business so you can see where you can improve. Because if you're saying, I'm struggling, it's tough, it's hard, I'm going to quit, your mindset is all messed up. When you are focusing on what is hard, you are attracting more hard to your life. When I have a struggle, when my month is slower, when I don't have people saying yes, or when I have people say yes and they're not following through, I don't even see that anymore. I have a list of people who have told me yes. I follow up with them because I said I would follow up with them. Whether they say yes or no does not determine whether I'm having a good or a bad month. Because I can control finding more people. I can go out and find more people who do need my help right now. And in the meantime, I can build that relationship and show those people that this is possible. And it just might take them a year or 2 years or 3 years to come around to it. But if I'm not here in 3 years, they're not going to come around. And I want people changing their life, so I have to change mine first. I have to be the leader. I have to push through when it's hard. So here are my questions for you guys today. How many people are you adding to your network a week? Be honest with yourself. Can you do better? Can you 10x that? Next, how many people are you sending hey girl messages to a week? Be honest. When those people are accepting your friend request, are you connecting with them? Are you sending them a message to say, hey, I love connecting with other boxer moms. It's so awesome to meet you. How old is your baby? Are you sending those hey girl messages? How many a week are you sending? How many people a week are you inviting? I'm already on question number 3 here. I want you to be honest with yourself because this is about you. And if you're not willing to push through and make changes, no one is going to want to follow you. How many people are you inviting a week? Can you 10x that? Can you do better? Can you push more? Can you give more? Are you posting to social media 2 to 3 times a day? 2 to 3 times a day. Are you doing that consistently? Are you showing up so your followers have someone to follow? And when you're posting to social media, are you sharing you? Are you sharing those things that you would share with your best friends that when you write out, they make you so uncomfortable? Yesterday, guys, when I wrote the post about my mom, I was in tears. It was uncomfortable for me to say the part about my parents separating because there's a lot that goes into that story. It was hard for me to say that I didn't have $5 for a soccer tournament. And that might not seem hard to you because you read through it and you're like, oh, I connect with that. I feel her. But that was hard for me. I was in tears as I wrote it. I was crying. I was literally crying as I wrote that out. That's how I know it was going to be a good post. If it is uncomfortable for me or makes me cry, it's going to connect with someone. So what are those things that you sit there and you private message to your best friend or you say to your husband or your spouse or your significant other or wife? What are those things? You know, that's what I had to start realizing when I was sharing on social media. Was I sharing me? Was I trying to reconnect? Okay, we're here. Was I sharing me? Was I sharing things that were uncomfortable? Was I sharing those deep, dark secrets? I started to realize I would come home from work and I would tell Paul how my day was, the good, the bad, the ugly. Was I sharing that? Was I sharing the things that, you know, my body image issues? That's something that I'm really uncomfortable with sharing because I don't want people to look at me and say, oh, she's a skinny bitch, because I have issues too. I look at myself in the mirror, not right now. I'm prepping for a competition. I'm like, dude, she looks good. But typically, I have body image issues. It's not something I post about a lot. It's something I'm trying to get to push through and post about more often. I haven't really pushed through as much as I could, but I'm working on that. I know that's something I need to work on. What do you need to work on? What parts of your story are you keeping in and not sharing? Go to Alana's page. The other day, she privately messaged me something about her dad, and I said, that's a great post. That is something you share with me privately and needs to be public. That's going to connect with people. Those deep parts of our story, where we were 5 years ago and what we've overcome, we have to share that. A lot of it's struggles that we've overcome and maybe put in the back of our heads and we don't even realize, but those are the things that are going to help other people. Our struggles help other people. If we don't struggle, we can't overcome, we can't grow, so we can help more people. Are you sharing those pieces of you? Next, have you been showing up consistently? I have a lot of people that say, oh my gosh, I've invited people and they've said yes and they're not following through. But I look back for 90 days and I haven't seen you posting consistently for 90 days about your fitness journey, about your business journey, about your personal life, about your kids, about overcoming struggles. If you haven't been showing up consistently for 90 days, people aren't going to say yes to you. This business has a 30, 60, 90-day delay. You have to be consistent. The change starts with you. Are you listening or reading at least 90 minutes of personal development a week? At least. And if you are struggling with mindset issues, you need to be doing more than that. 90 minutes a week minimum. Are you doing that? We're in our cars. You drive to and from work. You drive to pick the kids up from school. I don't even have a job and I drive a lot. I'm like, dude, Paul, we've put like 20,000 miles on our car in the last year. I drove less when I had a job. Now I'm just traveling all the time. What do you think I do when I travel? I listen to tons of personal development. If I'm flying, I'm reading a book for 5 hours. You have time to fit in personal development, to grow your mindset, to change your mindset. Are you doing that consistently? Not just this week, not, oh, I missed last week. It has to be done consistently. Are you showing up to team trainings each week? Every Monday, we have a team training video from a leader on this team, and we have incredible leaders on this team who have struggled. They've struggled and they've overcome, just like you. And they have amazing training so that you don't have to learn it the hard way. You guys, some of the stuff that I do now in my business today took me 5 years to learn. If I create a video on it, I hope you're watching it. I hope if If our team training from Monday, I know Jacqueline did one recently on branding that really helped a lot of coaches. I know Genevieve did one recently on how to set up an event on Facebook and find challengers through events on Facebook. Did you watch that? Are you watching them every week? Not just once in a while. Are you listening to the national wake-up calls each week? Not just once in a while. Because every time you don't listen to one of these, it's a chance for you to grow. And you're missing out on that growth. And when I would listen to the national wake-up calls as a brand new coach, it always happened every single week. There was something in that national wake-up call that I needed to hear that week, or something that I went and implemented immediately that got me to my next yes, that helped me find that next person that needed my help. Are you doing that consistently? Are you listening to the national wake-up call every week? Are you listening to the team training every week? Are you showing up to all the trainings that we offer? Because are you really? I know most people don't because I'm on them. Have you completed the 10-day coach boot camp? Pinned to the top of this group is a 10-day new coach boot camp. Have you completed it? Not just day 1, all the way through day 10. Pinned to the top of this group is a 4-week Rock the Basics coach training. Very few people have completed that. Have you completed that? If you haven't, get on it. It's incredible information that's going to help you grow faster and not have to struggle as much. A lot of times I see somebody post, oh, I'm struggling with this. And it just so happened I created a video and training on that week, and I know they didn't listen to it. Because had they wouldn't have that struggle. They wouldn't have that question. It would have already been answered. So if you're not plugging in consistently, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing those people that you could be out there helping a disservice. Have you completed the 7-day Spark Your Success training? Tanya runs an Emerald Spark Your Success Push to Emerald group every month. 7 days long. It helps you to implement everything. Once you get through that training, are you implementing consistently? Have you done it first? Are you implementing consistently once you're done with it? Have you been consistent with all of the vital behaviors for more than 90 days without putting them on the back burner? And I hear all the time, oh, well, last week it was a tough week for me, so I just didn't get everything done. Okay, then you need to sit down and schedule when you're going to build your business. When are you going to build your business? You can schedule it out. I have to schedule out my workouts. When I was working full time and training for an Ironman, I had to schedule out my Ironman workouts. It wasn't just like, oh, I think I'll go ride my bike for 3 hours today. When you're working a full-time job and have a part-time job as an Ironman competitor, you have to fit it in. And then when you add a business to it, you really got to fit it in. I had my whole day scheduled out so I knew when I was going to be getting my vital behaviors done. I never missed a week of my vital behaviors. I have never missed a week of my vital behaviors. Do you understand your why? Is it really strong enough for you to not give up? Because my why is so strong still to this day, just like it was my first week, my first month, my first 6 months, my first year in the business. Is your why strong enough to push you through when there's a struggle? Because there's going to be a lot of them. Remember, you do the hard things, your life becomes easy. You do the easy things, your life becomes hard. My life looks easy right now, but it's because I did all those hard things. It's because I pushed through when I was struggling. I didn't put my business on the back burner. It's because I pushed through when I was struggling. I didn't give up. Okay. Are you running a challenge group monthly? Next question for you. Are you running a challenge group monthly? And I really want you guys to go through this video, write down these questions, and answer them honestly. Where can you 10x it? Where can you do more? Where can you push more? Where can you get better? Are you participating and engaging with the team each week? Are you listening to team trainings? Are you posting in the team page? Are you building relationships with the team? We can only grow so much as an individual. We need outside perspective from another person to grow further. That's why we have success partners. That's why we have a team so that we can push one another. I have coaches, you guys help me. Like, I have weekly mastermind Zoom sessions. By listening to you guys, I'm sitting here taking notes on what you guys are saying when you're telling me your goals, your struggles, your successes. When you're teaching a training in one of those masterminds, I'm writing notes down because I know that my perspective is only going to help me grow so much, but if I'm listening to the perspective of those around me, I can grow better. Are you plugging into the team each week? Are you being a product of the product? Are you working out? Are you drinking your Shakeology? Are you working on your nutrition? Are you working on your goals? Are you sharing them publicly? You know, people have to know. You think that they know what your life is about, but they don't. If I scroll through your Facebook, could I tell that that you're working out? Could I tell that you drink Shakeology? Could I tell that you're a coach? Would I know that I could do it too? Is there any hooks in there that show me that I could do what you're doing? Can you improve in those areas? I know we all can. I can. If you scroll through mine, my story's pretty great, but I don't have any posts about Shakeology. That is something that I need to work on. And I will always need to work on something. I will never be perfect. So these are questions that I ask myself. Where can I 10x it? Where can I do 10 times what I'm doing now? Where can I get better? Where can you improve? When you stop looking at your struggles and start looking, how can I get better? Your life will change. Every time you focus on a struggle, you're attracting more struggle to your business. True story. When I'm struggling, I'm like, okay, where am I going to find more people that need my help? Where am I going to find more people who want to hear my story? Where am I going to find more people who are where I was 5 years ago and want to be where I'm at right now? And you guys all have that too. You are all an expert in something, even if you don't realize it. You guys, when I was a brand new coach, a lot of you won't share your income or won't share about the coach opportunity because you're like, I'm not successful like you, Christy. I'm here to tell you that's wrong. That's so wrong. When I was a brand new coach and I earned $70 my first month, I was shouting from the rooftops. I earned $70 in my own business. In my second month, when I earned an income, when I paid for my Shakeology and covered all my business expenses, my $15.95 a month, and my Shakeology expense, which was really a grocery bill because I just replaced it. It wasn't an added cost. It was a replacement cost for meals that I was already eating, which was a donut and coffee that I didn't need to get at the coffee shop every day. I shouted from the rooftops. When I earned my first $100 paycheck, I shouted from the rooftops. I was pumped. And I also led with conviction of my past, my present, and my future. My past was I went to college to get a great job. I had this job and it was not fulfilling for me. My future was I was going to leave my job. I shared that with conviction. And you know, as a brand new coach, I got 0 likes, but I kept sharing. And people started to believe me. And then when I left my job, they really believed me. But I shared that with conviction, 1, for accountability, 2, so people had a story to follow. You don't have to earn 6 figures or $1 million to be able to inspire someone. You can inspire someone with where you're at right now. But are you doing these things consistently? This business is about growth more than anything. I will tell you guys something that most of you won't know, but a lot of you will. I actually ranked up to 5-star diamond almost. It's a 6-week qualification when you get into the star diamond ranks. On the last day of the 6th week, I lost 5-star diamond. I was 5-star diamond qualifying for 5 weeks and 6 days, and on the 7th day, I lost it. I had just left my full-time job. I was earning $48,000 with my full-time job and $50,000 with Beachbody. And I left my full-time job, which meant a pay cut. I was down to 1 job, Beachbody, and a pay cut. I was back to living paycheck to paycheck again. I went from working my business 2 hours a day to 60 hours a week because I knew that I needed to replace that income, number 1. And what happened in my first month that I left my job? I lost 5-star. I lost the 5-star quarterly bonus. I lost that bonus that I was like, this will help me. This will give me a little bit more confidence in building this business. For 60 hours a week for 3 months, I 10x'd everything I did in my business. And I got to 6 figures. I got to $2,000 plus a week, going from $50,000 as a Beachbody coach to $2,000 a week and 6 figures in 3 months. I had been a coach at that point for a year and a half, so it was a year and 9 months when I hit the 6-figure mark. But I lost that bonus, and I lost 5-star, and it took me an entire year to get back to 5-star. You never heard me say I struggled. You never heard me say that this sucked. You never heard me say that I was going to quit. In fact, I fell back down from 5-star to 1-star. I don't know if I've ever told that part. And I kept going because I knew I needed to grow as a leader. And I also needed to find the coaches, the leaders, the friends that wanted to run with me. And you look around at this team now and we're almost 4,000 strong with like 60 plus, 100 plus leaders, incredible, amazing leaders that I just love surrounding myself with. I was the person that almost didn't go to Summit because I was uncomfortable, because I don't like crowds, because I don't like being around people I don't know. I don't like surface conversations. I want a deep conversation. I want to know the person. And now when the Beachbody events come up, when Summit and leadership, I am so pumped because I get to spend time with my team. I get to spend time with this team, our team, because I love the people that we have become. You know, we've grown into this incredible team with incredible leadership, and I want to be surrounded by those people. But it didn't happen in my first 2 years. In fact, there are very few people, probably none, that are listening to me right now that have been coaches in 2012, in my second year in the business. Probably very few. But I kept pushing through. People would quit. People would give up. I wouldn't hit goals. I missed goals. In fact, this is the first year that I'll probably hit every single goal I have listed down. And maybe it's because my leadership has grown. Maybe it's because I'm afraid. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to let the team down. I'm terrified to be a bad leader. I'm terrified for people to quit. But I still do my best because me quitting or giving up when it gets tough doesn't create a solution. When your business gets tough and you put it on the back burner, you're not getting closer to your goals. In fact, you're setting yourself even further back. When your business gets tough or your fitness goals get tough and you give up or you take a break, it doesn't make it easier. It makes it harder because people lose confidence. Your followers lose confidence. So if you're struggling in your business, sit down. Focus on personal development. Change your mindset. Look at it differently. When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. If you look at a struggle as, I'm going to kick this struggle's ass, I am going to overcome this struggle, and because of it, I'm going to help more people. You know, me losing 5-star and taking a whole year to get back to it, yeah, it was tough. For sure. But I knew I would get back there because I believed in my ability to figure it out. You have to believe in your ability to figure it out. And you have to believe every single day and keep trying to figure it out because you will. I figured out 5-star, figured out how to get back there. I figured out how to grow as a leader so I could attract the incredible leaders to my team that wanted to run with me. And now it looks easy. I was talking with Tanya recently and she said, gosh, Chrissy, you know, last year I had 15 new personally sponsored diamond coaches. This year I have 5 already new personally sponsored diamond coaches. And she goes, you make it look easy. And I said, but the year before I had 1 new personally sponsored diamond coach. I had 2, but 1 was me. I had 1 new personally sponsored diamond coach in 2014. I didn't give up. I didn't say I suck. I only had 1 coach ranked to diamond. I'm a loser. I'm a failure. I'm just not good at this business. I kept going. And it looks like, oh, she's so successful. 1 person. I helped 1 person rank up. And I was damn proud that I helped 1 person rank up. And the next year, I helped 15 coaches get to diamond. And this year, I want to help 20. I want to get better. I want to get better at helping people create their goals and their dreams. I have to grow more. And that terrifies me. That scares me. So I push every single day. I didn't just push as a new coach. I push now. I push every single week because I'm out there looking for people who were struggling 5 years ago like I was, looking, praying, wishing, I'm going to start crying, hoping that there was an opportunity out there that said yes to their goals because this society and this world told me that it didn't, that I was going to be stuck working 9 to 5 and not living my life. And I didn't want to believe that. And I worked hard and I believed in my ability to figure it out. I searched for 5 years for this opportunity. And I will put it out there. I don't care about the haters. I don't care about the people who think that I'm crazy, because there are people out there like me who are stuck right now, hoping, searching, and praying that there's an opportunity to change their life. We, as coaches, have a responsibility to offer help to people, to put ourselves out there, to put our stories out there. How can we get better? How can we overcome more so we can help more people? I truly want you to go through this video, go through the questions. How can you improve? And comment below. How can you get better this year? All right, guys. I love you all. I mean this all from the bottom of my heart. I really love you, and I want the best for you. And it pains me when you struggle, but I want you to get better so that you can overcome these struggles and experience what it feels like when you overcome, because it's like Shailene Johnson said. She had a retreat for her team, and they were at the top of a mountain, and the tour guide wanted to take them on snowmobiles down the cliff, and none of them wanted to do it. They were like, no, this is too freaky, this is too scary. And the tour guide went, and they all followed. And at the end of the retreat, she said, what was your most memorable experience? What did you enjoy most about this retreat? And they all said going down the side of the cliff. And that was the thing that they were all terrified the most for. The things that scare us, the things that challenge us, the things that push us, the things that drive us crazy because we have to overcome the struggles, those are the things that we're most proud of. Guys, I can't even believe it, but as long as we have a few coaches that are pushing to solidify their diamond this week, and as long as they do, we will rank up to a superstar 15-star diamond team next week. Oh, I'm gonna cry. That is something that I've been pushing for this team since year one. And we're doing it. We're doing it because we didn't give up. We're doing it because we push through when it's tough. We're doing it because we love helping others. We love overcoming and growing ourselves, and we want more people to experience that. You guys, we did this. But we did it because we pushed through. We didn't give up when it got tough. We didn't give up when we struggled. We didn't give up when we didn't have the answers. We believed in our ability to figure it out. We believed in our ability to find the next right answer. You have to believe and try and do your best. And know that your best is enough, and keep doing your best and growing, because all of your goals and dreams are possible, but you have to believe that they are first. Thanks, guys. Sorry.